For more than 2 decades, millions of viewers watched one family grow up before their eyes. Among the most familiar faces were Zach and Tori Roloff, whose love story, growing family, and everyday challenges became a defining part of Little People, Big World. But then came an announcement that caught many fans by surprise. They were leaving TLC behind. Why would one of the show's most recognizable couples walk away from the series that made them famous? Was it simply time for a new chapter, or had years of filming created pressures that viewers never fully saw? And now that the cameras are gone, has life become everything they hoped it would be? Away from reality television, Zach and Tori have embraced a very different lifestyle, one centered on raising their children, protecting their privacy, and building a future on their own terms. Yet their decision also fueled endless speculation about family relationships, changing priorities, and what really happened behind the scenes. While many questions have been answered publicly, others continue to spark debate among longtime fans. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at why Zach and Tori decided to leave TLC, how life has changed since stepping away from the spotlight, the family tensions that unfolded over the years, how their marriage has continued to evolve, and what exciting opportunities may lie ahead as they write the next chapter of their lives. Transition. To understand where they are today, we first have to revisit the journey that made them household names. For more than 2 decades, Little People, Big World wasn't just another reality television series. It became a window into the everyday lives of the Roloff family, allowing millions of viewers to witness their triumphs, setbacks, milestones, and unforgettable memories. Week after week, audiences watched the family grow and change, creating a loyal fan base that remained invested through every new chapter. Among the most recognizable faces on the show was Zach Roloff. Viewers watched him transform from a quiet, playful child into a husband, father, and one of the central figures of the series. His journey unfolded in front of the cameras, making fans feel as though they had grown up alongside him. Few reality television personalities have shared so much of their lives so openly for such a long period of time. Everything changed once Tori entered the picture. Her warm personality and genuine relationship with Zach quickly won over audiences. As their romance blossomed into marriage, viewers embraced Tori as an important part of the Roloff family. Together, they appeared to build the kind of loving partnership that fans enjoyed following season after season, becoming one of the franchise's most popular couples. As their family expanded with the arrivals of Jackson, Lilah, and Josiah, viewers celebrated each exciting milestone. Pregnancy announcements, birthdays, holidays, and everyday parenting moments became familiar parts of the series. Watching Zach and Tori raise 3 young children while balancing the demands of reality television gave audiences an intimate look at both the joys and challenges of family life. But living under constant public attention came with growing pressure. Every family disagreement, parenting decision, and major life choice often became the subject of discussion among viewers and across social media. What began as an opportunity to share their lives gradually brought increasing scrutiny, leaving little room for privacy as their children grew older. Eventually, Zach and Tori made the announcement that surprised longtime fans. After years as major stars of Little People, Big World, they revealed they would be stepping away from the series. The news sparked widespread reactions almost immediately. Some viewers expressed support, believing the couple deserved greater privacy and freedom. Others wondered whether deeper issues behind the scenes had influenced their decision. Rumors spread quickly, and speculation about the real reasons for their departure became one of the biggest topics among fans of the show. But leaving television was only the beginning of an entirely new chapter. When Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff announced they were stepping away from Little People, Big World, it immediately became one of the biggest talking points among longtime viewers. After spending years allowing cameras to document birthdays, holidays, medical appointments, family milestones, and personal struggles, many fans wondered what could possibly convince them to leave a show that had become such a significant part of their lives. The announcement sparked countless discussions online, with viewers searching for clues and debating what might have happened behind the scenes. According to Zach and Tori's public statements, their decision wasn't driven by a single dramatic event. Instead, they explained that it came after years of carefully considering what was best for their growing family. They spoke about reaching a point where they wanted more control over their lives, their schedules, and the memories they were creating with their children. Reality television had provided incredible opportunities, but it also required sacrificing a level of privacy that became increasingly difficult as their family expanded. One of the biggest reasons they discussed was their desire for greater privacy. For years, nearly every important family event had the possibility of becoming part of a television storyline. Happy celebrations, difficult conversations, and emotional moments often unfolded with cameras present. While viewers appreciated the openness, Zach and Tori eventually felt that not every chapter of their lives needed to become public entertainment. Their children also became a central part of that decision. As parents to 3 young children, Zach and Tori increasingly emphasized wanting to give them a childhood that wasn't constantly shaped by television production schedules. While their children had become beloved by viewers, the couple expressed that they wanted them to have the freedom to grow, learn, make mistakes, and experience life without every milestone being documented for millions of strangers. Many fans respected this perspective. Raising children is challenging enough without adding cameras, production crews, interviews, and public scrutiny. Every parenting decision can quickly become the subject of online opinions, and reality television often magnifies even ordinary moments into topics of widespread discussion. Choosing privacy was, for Zach and Tori, a way of putting their family first. There was also the emotional weight that comes with filming year after year. Reality television often appears effortless on screen, but behind every episode are long filming days, repeated interviews, scheduling demands, and the pressure of revisiting emotional experiences. Personal disagreements, medical concerns, and family changes may have to be discussed multiple times for production, making already difficult situations even more exhausting. Over the years, viewers watched Zach navigate health concerns related to his dwarfism, major life decisions, and evolving family relationships. Those experiences were meaningful to audiences, but living them in real time while knowing millions would eventually watch added another layer of pressure. For Tori, balancing motherhood while participating in a long-running television series brought its own unique challenges. At the same time, both Zach and Tori were trying to build a life beyond television. Parenting 3 young children is a full-time commitment on its own. Between school activities, medical appointments, family responsibilities, and everyday routines, they found themselves weighing whether the demands of filming still aligned with the kind of family life they wanted. They often suggested that their priorities had shifted, with family time taking precedence over reality TV. Their departure also came during a period when relationships within the Roloff family were changing. While fans frequently speculated that behind-the-scenes disagreements played a role, Zach and Tori consistently framed their decision around personal priorities rather than focusing on controversy. They emphasized wanting a healthier balance between work, marriage, and raising their children. The reaction from fans was understandably mixed. Many viewers expressed disappointment because Zach had been part of the series since childhood. Watching him grow from a young boy into a husband and father had created a deep emotional connection with audiences. Some feared the show would never feel the same without one of its original stars. Others, however, applauded the decision. They argued that after decades in front of cameras, Zach had earned the opportunity to live a more private life. Many parents sympathized with the desire to protect children from growing up under constant public attention. Social media quickly filled with supportive messages encouraging the couple to enjoy life on their own terms. Of course, speculation didn't disappear. Some wondered whether family tensions, contract negotiations, or production disagreements had influenced the timing. Rumors circulated across fan communities, but much of that remained exactly what it was: speculation. Zach and Tori largely chose not to fuel those conversations, instead focusing on their future and the opportunities that awaited them beyond reality television. Looking back, many fans now believe stepping away may have been the right decision. Since leaving the series, Zach and Tori have appeared to enjoy greater flexibility, spending more time focusing on family life without the constant rhythm of television production. While they still share updates with supporters through social media and occasional public appearances, they now have much greater control over what parts of their lives remain private. Their journey also reflects a broader reality faced by many long-running reality television personalities. Living in front of cameras for years can open incredible doors, but it also comes with emotional costs that audiences rarely see. Deciding when to walk away requires weighing financial opportunities against personal well-being, family relationships, and the desire for a more ordinary life. For Zach and Tori, leaving TLC wasn't simply about ending a television contract. It represented a conscious choice to place their marriage, their children, and their future at the center of their lives. Whether every fan agreed with the decision or not, many respected the courage it took to close a chapter that had defined so much of their adult lives. Leaving the cameras behind didn't mean life suddenly became simple. Leaving Little People, Big World did not mean Zach and Tori Roloff left behind every challenge. In many ways, stepping away from reality television marked the beginning of a new chapter, one centered on family, privacy, and redefining what mattered most. While fans had watched the Roloff family navigate countless milestones over the years, some of the most significant changes unfolded after the cameras stopped following them every week. One of the biggest topics of discussion involved the future of the famous Roloff family farm. For years, viewers assumed that Zach would eventually take over part of the property, continuing the family legacy that had become such an important part of the series. However, things did not develop the way many expected. Publicly discussed disagreements over the potential sale of the farm led to disappointment on several sides. Although the family has chosen not to reveal every private detail, both Zach and his father acknowledged that negotiations did not end successfully. Fans immediately noticed that this represented more than just a business decision. It symbolized changing family dynamics and different visions for the future. Despite those difficult moments, Zach and Tori have consistently emphasized that their priority is their own growing family. Rather than dwelling on what could have been, they shifted their attention toward creating the kind of home life they wanted for their children. Their focus became providing stability, spending meaningful time together, and allowing their children to experience childhood without constant television production surrounding every milestone. That decision has reshaped their daily lives. Instead of production schedules, interviews, and camera crews, much of their routine now revolves around school activities, family outings, sports, birthdays, and ordinary moments that many parents can relate to. While these experiences may not generate dramatic television storylines, they have become the foundation of a quieter and more balanced lifestyle. Fans still receive occasional glimpses into that life through social media. Zach and Tori regularly share family photos, holiday celebrations, birthdays, vacations, and updates about their 3 children. These posts allow supporters to stay connected without exposing every aspect of their private lives. Unlike reality television, where producers shape episodes around conflict and suspense, these updates tend to highlight joyful moments, everyday accomplishments, and genuine family memories. Many longtime viewers have commented that these smaller updates actually feel more authentic. Rather than watching carefully edited episodes designed for entertainment, followers now see snapshots chosen directly by Zach and Tori themselves. Whether it's a family trip, a school event, or simply an afternoon spent together, the emphasis has shifted from creating television content to preserving personal memories. Life outside weekly television episodes has also allowed the couple greater flexibility. They no longer have filming deadlines dictating their schedules or producers requesting access during important family moments. That freedom has given them more control over how much of their lives they choose to share, something they have repeatedly suggested is healthier for both themselves and their children. Of course, leaving such a successful television series also meant adjusting to a different relationship with fans. Instead of appearing in millions of living rooms every week, Zach and Tori now connect with supporters on their own terms. This slower, more intentional approach seems to reflect exactly the kind of balance they were hoping to achieve when they made the difficult decision to leave the show. Although questions about family relationships occasionally continue to surface online, both Zach and Tori generally avoid fueling public speculation. Their recent updates focus less on controversy and more on celebrating everyday family life, suggesting that protecting their peace has become far more important than participating in public debates. For many viewers, watching this transition has been surprisingly inspiring. After years of seeing nearly every major event documented for television, fans have witnessed a couple choosing privacy over publicity and family over fame. That decision has become one of the defining stories of their lives after Little People, Big World. Even away from TLC, fans continued watching every update. Life in the public eye has always come with a unique challenge. For well-known television personalities, even the smallest change can quickly become the subject of endless speculation. A family photo posted a day later than usual, a brief social media break, or a missed public appearance can spark countless online discussions. In today's digital world, rumors often spread far faster than verified information. That has certainly been the case for Zach and Tori Roloff. Over the years, various online posts and videos have claimed that the couple was separating or heading for divorce. These stories have circulated across social media platforms, attracting attention from curious fans and generating thousands of comments. However, despite the repeated speculation, there has been no confirmed announcement from Zach or Tori that they have divorced or separated. Much of what has appeared online has been based on assumptions rather than verified facts. The speed of social media only adds to the confusion. Algorithms often reward dramatic headlines, encouraging creators to publish bold claims before the facts are known. Once a rumor begins circulating, it can quickly be repeated across multiple platforms until many people assume it must be true. In reality, repeating a story does not make it accurate, and celebrity families often find themselves responding to narratives they never created. For Zach and Tori, this kind of attention is nothing new. After spending years on reality television, millions of viewers feel connected to their lives. Fans have watched them grow from newlyweds into parents raising 3 children, creating a strong emotional investment in their family's journey. That connection helps explain why every new photograph, interview, or social media update is carefully analyzed by followers looking for clues about what might be happening behind the scenes. Living under constant public scrutiny can be exhausting. While many people enjoy sharing highlights of their lives online, public figures often face intense criticism alongside support. Every decision, from where they live to how often they post family photos, can become the topic of debate. Maintaining healthy boundaries becomes increasingly important, especially when young children are involved. One theme has remained consistent throughout their public life: their commitment to parenting. Whether sharing family outings, celebrating milestones, or discussing everyday life, Zach and Tori have continued to emphasize raising their children in a loving and supportive environment. Since stepping away from regular television filming, they have also spoken about wanting greater privacy for their family, allowing their children to experience more of life outside the constant presence of cameras. Even with that desire for privacy, public interest has never disappeared. Longtime viewers continue following their updates because they watched this family grow over many years. Supporters naturally wonder what comes next, hopping to see new milestones while respecting the family's decision to live more of their lives away from reality television. For celebrity families, balancing openness with privacy is never simple. Sharing too much invites criticism, while sharing too little often fuels speculation. It is a difficult balance that many public figures continue to navigate every day, and Zach and Tori are no exception. While rumors come and go, their future remains the biggest question. Walking away from reality television did not mean walking away from opportunity. In many ways, Zach and Tori Roloff entered a completely different phase of their lives after leaving Little People, Big World. Instead of following production schedules and filming deadlines, they now have greater freedom to decide how they spend their time and which projects they choose to pursue. That flexibility has allowed them to focus on opportunities that fit their family's priorities rather than the demands of a long-running television series. One of the biggest possibilities for the future is expanding their presence online. Over the past several years, many former reality television personalities have found success creating digital content, where they can share updates directly with supporters without the pressure of constant television production. Through videos, social media, and other online platforms, creators have much greater control over what they share and when they share it. For Zach and Tori, this approach offers something they have consistently said they value: privacy combined with the ability to stay connected with longtime fans. Podcasting has also become an increasingly popular avenue for public figures who want to speak openly about their lives. A podcast allows conversations that are more personal and less edited than traditional reality television. Whether discussing parenting, marriage, everyday family life, or reflecting on their years in the spotlight, a podcast could provide an opportunity to engage audiences on their own terms. While there has been interest from fans in hearing more from them, any future podcast or expanded content would depend on their personal decisions and priorities. Their greatest project, however, continues to be raising their 3 children. Throughout their time on television, viewers watched their family grow, and today their focus appears centered on creating a stable, loving environment away from constant filming. Everyday moments, school activities, family outings, holidays, birthdays, and simple evenings together have become the memories they now prioritize. For many parents, these ordinary experiences become life's most meaningful chapters, and Zach and Tori have often emphasized that family comes before everything else. That focus on family does not mean they have disappeared from public life entirely. They continue sharing selected updates through social media, giving supporters occasional glimpses into birthdays, vacations, celebrations, and milestones. Because these updates are shared on their own schedule, they maintain far more control over their family's privacy than they did during years of reality television. Many fans appreciate this balance, enjoying the chance to stay connected without expecting every detail of their personal lives to become public entertainment. Public appearances could also remain part of their future. Former reality television personalities are frequently invited to participate in speaking engagements, charity events, fan conventions, and community gatherings. These appearances allow them to meet supporters face-to-face while supporting causes they care about. Such events offer a very different experience from weekly television, allowing meaningful interaction without requiring cameras to follow every aspect of daily life. There are also possibilities for future family-oriented projects. Whether through collaborations, educational initiatives, or creative ventures that reflect their experiences as parents raising children with dwarfism, Zach and Tori have knowledge that could positively impact many families facing similar situations. Their years in the public eye have given them a unique perspective on advocacy, parenting, and navigating life with honesty and resilience. Of course, one question refuses to disappear. Could Zach and Tori ever return to television? It is a question fans continue asking whenever news about the Roloff family makes headlines. Television history has shown that many reality stars eventually return through reunion specials, limited series, guest appearances, or entirely new programs. Because Zach and Tori spent so much of their lives on screen, viewers naturally wonder whether another opportunity could emerge somewhere down the road. At the same time, their previous public statements about stepping away emphasized a desire for greater privacy and a healthier balance between work and family life. If those priorities remain unchanged, returning to a full-time reality series may not align with the future they have envisioned. While no one can predict what opportunities may arise, there has been no confirmed announcement that they plan to return to regular reality television. Longtime fans have plenty of hopes for whatever comes next. Some would love to see occasional family updates that celebrate milestones without the intense drama often associated with reality programming. Others hope Zach continues sharing his perspective on disability awareness and parenting. Many simply want to see the family thriving, regardless of whether cameras are involved. Perhaps that is what has made Zach and Tori's story resonate for so many years. Viewers watch them grow from young adults into parents of 3 children, celebrating joyful milestones while facing personal challenges in full public view. Their decision to step away from television marked the end of one era, but it also opened the door to a future defined by their own choices rather than a production schedule. For now, their story continues, not through weekly television episodes, but through the quieter moments of family life, occasional updates, and the enduring support of viewers who have followed their journey for years. As one chapter closes, another continues to unfold. As Zach and Tori's journey enters a new chapter, one thing has become increasingly clear. Life after reality television has given them the opportunity to focus on what matters most. After spending years sharing milestones, celebrations, and difficult moments with millions of viewers, they now appear committed to building a quieter life centered around their family. While stepping away from TLC marked the end of one era, it also opened the door to a future shaped by their own priorities rather than television schedules. Today, much of their attention seems devoted to raising their 3 children, creating lasting family memories, and enjoying a greater sense of privacy. Fans still catch glimpses of their lives through occasional social media updates, podcast appearances, and other projects, but those moments are now shared on their own terms. Instead of constant cameras documenting every chapter, Zach and Tori have gained more control over what they choose to reveal and what they prefer to keep within the walls of their home. Of course, public interest hasn't disappeared. Rumors continue to circulate across social media and entertainment websites, ranging from speculation about their marriage to guesses about future television projects. However, it's important to remember that many of these stories remain completely unverified. As of now, there has been no confirmed announcement that Zach and Tori have divorced or separated, and fans should approach sensational headlines with caution until reliable information is made public. What makes their story so compelling isn't controversy. It's the fact that people have watched them grow for so many years. Viewers saw Zach grow up on television, watched Tori join the Roloff family, and celebrated as they built a family of their own. That long connection is why so many people remain invested in whatever comes next, whether it's new business ventures, online content, community involvement, or simply watching their children continue to grow. Only time will reveal what the future holds, but one thing seems certain: their story is still being written. The cameras may no longer follow every moment, yet their lives continue to evolve in meaningful ways, and longtime fans will undoubtedly be watching with interest as this next chapter unfolds. What do you think about Zach and Tori's decision to leave TLC? Do you believe it was the right choice for their family? And what would you like to see them do next? Share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates and deep dives into your favorite reality television stars. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.